Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your pick a card reading for the full moon happening August 19th, and that's in sidereal Aquarius. This is going to be also the sun conjunct Mercury at this time opposing the moon. It'll bring communication like I was feeling in the sign of Aquarius, an air sign. Mercury also rules Gemini and Virgo. Communication, we still have that retrograde right now, but I think things could be coming to the surface. Full moon is often a time of a great revealing, information that is conveyed. Being in Aquarius, and also there is a square against Uranus and Taurus at this time, the unexpected, Uranus being the ruler of Aquarius. It could be some fantastic new discovery involving outer space or medicine, technology, something new and exciting coming to light that may be helpful to all of humanity, or may unite us as all of humanity. So we do also have that reading I had August 13th about good news coming. The King of Swords was prominent in that reading. If you feel called to go back and watch it, please check it out. But that kind of clarity, wisdom, intelligence. The nakshatra in which this is happening is Dhanishta, which is the 23rd lunar mansion in the sidereal system there. And its symbol is a drum. So it could be about divine timing or rhythms aligning, coming into things are coming at giving birth at just the right time. You can't rush these things. So everything in its due time, in cycles, a time to plant, a time to harvest. So we have our three piles here. I divided them up by the Queen of the Moon oracles. I'll put timestamps down below. Pile 1, we have Beauty, the waning gibbous. So just before the full moon, that's number 20. The second pile, we have 15, which is Action, the waxing gibbous. And the third pile, we have number 32, the Egg Moon Trust. Okay, so we actually have right before a full moon, right after, and during a full moon. So take your time and pause this video if you need to. Otherwise, I'll see you in your selected piles. If you feel called to check out more than one, please feel free to do so. Thank you. Hi, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose number 20, Beauty, the waning gibbous. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. So, full moon, good time to release clutter and junk getting in your way. You can maybe see a lot better to do deeper cleaning. The more lights you have turned on, the more information you have. The more that's revealed, you're able to do more research and dig deeper on that, on how to vacate something from your life. I see beauty everywhere, and it raises my vibration. So this is also talking about you coming into your true beauty, like not being afraid to take off your mask, take off your makeup, be your true self, show yourself in your light to the world without fear, judgment, or people trying to or being jealous of you. But this is something that you're really developing. It's coming into something very slowly with the butterfly there, but there's a transformation underway. It may be in your physical life or your spiritual life, but I'm getting a lot of Taurus and Venus energy there. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, self-care and nutrition and nourishment are all coming through for you as things to pay attention to. Then we have House 4, Cultural and Family Roots, Home, Peace and Comfort. So Cancer, strong mother energy here too. Some of you could be mothers for the first time, or there could just be an expansion of your home, renovations, building on, beautification of the home, very Venusian, luxurious energy, things being decorated, things being upgraded. And then we have release. Okay, so I did mention letting go of a lot of things, clutter in your life that you're able to see now through the brightness of the sun conjunct Mercury, and it's shining all this awareness and information onto the moon in another air sign in Aquarius. So you're able to see what needs purged from your life, released from your life. These look like eggs, just like here in the nest egg, maybe protecting what is yours, what's valuable. Making room for more valuable things to come in your life. There could be clothes that you no longer resonate with. You could be, can't believe I ever wore that style, or my body shape has changed and now I want to wear something more flattering or that has fresh energy to it. But there is making room for a freshness in your life or being refreshed. Then we have Kuan Yin, compassion, release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on love and light that is within everyone. Well, I did mention, being fearless, about showing your true face, your true beauty and inner light to the world here with the sun glowing, but that involves releasing fear of judgment from other people or judgment about yourself, and focus on the true beauty that you bring to the picture, that you can embody this unique figure, energy, form, expression. It's your unique energy signature. So just like this lotus blooming, coming from the depths and the darkness when you didn't have much to go on, but you persisted and kept reaching for the light. It takes a series. We mentioned timing with the drum. It could be in cycles of purging, releasing, renewing, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's how it goes until we get a firm and solid grasp on what lesson it is that we are meant to learn in a certain situation. So have compassion with yourself, your past self, for perhaps putting you in a certain situation or maybe compromising your integrity in order to be a part of a group or be accepted. Don't blame yourself for those mistakes. Just have the insight about it and the foresight to move on and not repeat those actions again. So we have then morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So yeah, see how she's treating her face, washing her face. We do pick up a lot of energy. We face the world. And so maybe do some cleansing involving that, doing special creams or rose water or whatever routine self-care maintenance that you can do, because, looking at the world with a fresh face, they call somebody new in a profession, you're a fresh-faced young professional or whatever. So this could be you stepping into a brand new environment, after being cleansed. It's a dawn of a new day, or you could be starting your routine earlier in the morning. You could be asked to, you maybe do sun gazing at sunrise and sunset with, caution, of course. Do research on that before you blind yourself. But just getting that energy first thing in the morning, a freshness, and really embracing that and using it to its fullest every day. And then we have the unseen, number 27. For our archetype card. So 27 could also be seen as 2 sevens, 7 7. You could be receiving those numbers repeat. It's a sign here that the spirit, the ancestor, and the eternal is the title of this card. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision or message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen. The sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. Guidance comes in many forms. Don't expect to be glittery or comfortable. The spirit world speaks the truth. Sometimes it soothes and sometimes it burns. That King of Swords, Ace of Swords epiphany came up as one of my shorts in a reading last week as well. It may smack you in the face. You may have a guide who has that tough love to them, who you unexpectedly get this insight, and it's not comfortable. But it's helping you grow. It's helping you, like I said earlier, release that cycle and stop repeating your mistakes. So maybe now you finally see where you've been holding yourself back or tripping yourself up. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. All right, so we're going to finish this off with your tarot cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? More earth energy. Brand new beginning, fresh start, morning dew. Also a gift. So some of you are just being given this gift of a new beginning. Somewhere, a chance to start over somewhere new. This, as much as it is releasing, it also looks like receiving almost. There is a similar card called receiving, where it shows hands getting money. So that feels like there's an exchange here, and energy that you've expended in the past is coming back around to pay you out. Yeah, and there's the reciprocity. 6 of coins, there's the scale. You give what you receive, or you receive what you give. So give generously with gratitude every time you have an opportunity. If you are blessed with those resources, they will come back to you tenfold. And then we have the 4 of Wands, Venus in Aries, passion. What is it you're passionate about? It's like there's a renewed passion for life here. I feel like, and maybe because I'm seeing this compassion in the corner of my eye. But there is a new spark for you. We've had that Mars conjunct Jupiter energy this week that's just jump-starting everybody at least. You know, it can expand that motivation, that energy, generosity, which is Jupiter as well. Protection. Jupiter's the shield, Mars is the sword. So then we have the Hanged Man, okay? So waiting. We mentioned things are still developing. They're transforming. They're in process. That was from my daily reading on the 13th, I guess, as well. But you can't rush it. We mentioned divine timing, the symbol of this full moon being the drum. So everything is on pace for development, even though you may feel like you've been waiting forever. And we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, you're still waiting. You're watching and waiting. So that's what you're asked to do, is be in receptive mode. Be in this Venusian energy, as we started this with. The feminine receives, okay? So you've done the work. You've put in the effort. And your blessings are coming back to you, or they're returning. All right, let's see what your Making Magic card can add to this reading for us. And we'll move on to the next pile. Get a couple of these. We have all in 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. So the scales are coming up again. Libra, 7th house, relationships, compassion for others. Could be your opportunity for others to see your true beauty. You have a golden heart, pile 1. You're generous. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. Again, dragonflies go through a metamorphosis, much like butterflies. And underneath we have achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. And that would be the Ace of Coins too, this gift being given to you. Make space, pile 1. Cleanse and make space for this beautiful blessing about to come in. All right, that does it for this pile. If you'd like to check out another pile, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome to pile 2. If you chose that, you got action number 15, the waxing gibbous. So this immediately makes me think of this current conjunction between Mars and Jupiter. Jupiter expands, Mars is action and the masculine energy. So putting forth that effort, taking the next step. This card says the time has come to take action, let go of your paralysis, let go of your burdens step by step. The symbol of the nakshatra for this full moon in Aquarius is the drum, which signifies spiritual timing, divine timing, everything coming when it should, and maybe being urged to take action when you should. Know when to leap, know when to wait. So I'm responsive and ready to take action. Next, our astrology card is going to be Sagittarius. All right, so this leaping, it just reminds me, I mean, like she's got a bow and arrow there. She's amongst the stars already. Shoot for the stars. So aim high. Some of you might be going on a long distance travel, on a journey here. You might be pursuing higher education. Maybe this is your time to say, I'm ready to get my degree in whatever, or my certification in this, whatever skill you want to reach or achieve. You're motivated now to take steps towards going that way. Or this full moon could bring you news that you've been accepted to a program, or there's a teacher that you're going to encounter who's going to help you expand in your field, or whatever you're meant to be doing at this time. So your journey card, a new day. We had a similar message in pile 1 about a fresh start. So this also looks like a fresh start for you, pile 2. If you feel called to one, go check it out. But it's your opportunity. It's like a clean slate. You're being given basically a chance to start over under a new tutelage. Maybe you're changing career paths or friend groups, or routines. But it could be getting up earlier, prioritizing your health one day at a time. You could be overcoming an addiction. You have like an AA counselor, or what do they call it? A sponsor, somebody who can motivate you to stay the course. But let's see, we have Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So self-care and Venus came up in pile 1 again as well. So I'm seeing a repeating theme. It might have to do with your planets in Taurus, or the transits currently going on in there. We do have Uranus in Taurus that's making a square to this full moon. So we could see some radical changes maybe in your physical life, how you view yourself, how you present yourself to the world, and maybe increasing your self-worth and value. So we have our Rose Oracle, the Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. So there's this ballet dancer above her, which is being very graceful in action and movement. And that was the ancestor card that came up also in a daily reading about being like a Shaolin monk, being patient, waiting for the right time. When you strike or when you take action, precision is more valuable than brute force. You can waste a bunch of energy swinging a sword, but if you're not focused on your target, it's going to be a lot of effort for nothing. So take your time to move gracefully and patiently towards this goal. You may not make a big splash at the first up front, but people will suddenly notice you out of nowhere. It's like the person running the foot race and they're dead last and they pull ahead and win. It's, almost like nice guys finish last, but there's something recognition that's going to come about from this daily routine, this daily discipline that you put upon yourself. And we have the bridge, number 38, bridging realities, timelines, bridging connections with people, the 7th house Libra perhaps, or even this full moon taking place in the 11th house of, the public, the people. Versus Leo, where the Sun and Mercury are, which is the self, and this is the collective. So bridging, integrating yourself as part of the collective. Maybe formerly you felt like an outcast or unaccepted, but there's somebody reaching out and who is drawn to your energy and wants to connect with you. It seems like you'd be commanding a lot of that energy with the Aphrodite, the inner goddess energy that's kind of radiating from your core. It could have a lot to do with this Leo season. You could have Venus in Leo. With the Sun transiting Leo, the lion, which is being in the spotlight, fame, creativity, beauty. So there's just, and her big red hair there reminds me of the lion's mane. So let's see what the bridge has to say. Okay, it could be like, you could be 38 years old, born in 83, would make you older than that, but still, that could be a significant number. You've been seeing a lot. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11's a gateway. And then we have the title of this card is The Connection, the Link, the Gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connection between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, and histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. So it makes me think also communication being involved here with Mercury conjunct the Sun. And we have Mercury retrograde coming back to a discussion. You guys could be reconnecting with estranged family members or friends, reaching out, saying, let's start over, let's have a fresh start, having humanity, humility, compassion for this person. Maybe the last conversation you had wasn't friendly, but you didn't know exactly everything that was going on in their life at that time, and it just came across wrong. There was a miscommunication that often happens at this time. So extending a bridge of peace. Imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and heals the heart? Lie on the floor and listen to the bridge over troubled water. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody, the feeling of rising above the muck. So that's a song by Simon and Garfunkel. It's like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. And it's like taking care of your friends, being there in the time of roughness or uncertainty. You could be that counselor, you could be that mentor, or that mentor could be coming toward you, taking action towards you. All right, so the sun went away. Let's see if I can get a little more light here. There we go. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have the 3 of coins, Capricorn. So the moon will be in Capricorn right before, well, it's the waxing gibbous. The waxing gibbous will be in Capricorn right before this full moon in the early degrees of Aquarius. So that's a coming together again. Great minds think alike. There's synergy, cooperation, something to do with the workplace. Again, I feel like some of you could become addiction counselors. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So it came in reverse. It was like pouring out that cup in excess. The Knights are always excess of emotion. Or there could be an outpouring of emotion for you or from you. people showing their gratitude, coming to give their thanks. We have the Eight of Swords. I think you're helping a lot of people get unstuck, and in doing so, you are unsticking yourself. That's why action is here. It's like you're no longer a stick in the mud, literally, like these swords. It's a new day. It's a new chance to reach out for support and action. That's what these trusses do. You know, it's support. And then we have the King of Swords coming up again. So there's your Aquarius full moon. Truth, realization, to cut the blindfold off, to cut the self-imposed fear of, I don't see a way out, I can't feel my way out, therefore there is no way out. But there's somebody coming along to rip the blindfold off and show you exactly what support is surrounding you, where your bridges can lead, what roads are in front of you that maybe you didn't see before. Even if this isn't a physical person in your life, it could be an angel, a guide, an ancestor. This could be a download you get while in trance or meditation. And then we have the Ten of Wands, yeah. Putting down a burden, you know, it came in reverse there. We're at the end of a cycle, as full moons do. It's a good time to release all this dead weight that you've been carrying around. You could, again, you know, reconnecting, revisiting a conversation. Maybe you felt bad about how you left a certain situation, and it's time to go back and apologize, or somebody's feeling that way about you. And you might get this phone call from someone in the past who recognizes, you know, wow, this person was something else. They were a true goddess or god, or, you know, a divine being, and I let them go for some of you. So, I mean, that's for everyone to, if it applies, you'll know, but that's up to you what to do with that information. Okay, or how to respond, I should say. All right, let's get some Making Magic cards. And then we'll go on to pile 3. Okay, healing. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. Well, that has to do with the Knight of Cups here, too. That's the water healing element. So, a refreshing new beginning. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. So again, it could be a healer, a light worker, star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So actually the color of this full moon also, I read, the nakshatra's color is a silver gray. So silver star, the star rules Aquarius, which is here in the full moon. So good luck and serendipity. I think whoever you meet along this path is destined to heal and help you heal, or vice versa. You're going to meet people that need a leg up in life, that need a hand, and you can find purpose in serving them too in that manner. We have water underneath. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. So with the cup here, Knight of Cups, and the bridge over troubled water. So drink more water. It's part of the purification. It's going to clear up the downloads. It's going to lubricate that connection between you and Source and help you detox these impurities that you've collected, whether energetic or physical. All right, thank you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. Hi, Pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose number 32, the Egg Moon Trust. So I believe the Egg Moon is somewhere around April, springtime. The season of fertility, eggs, birth, new beginnings. Also, eggs protect what is developing inside. So let's see what the book says for you. Trust yourself, develop self-trust, and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities, begin to plan carefully for the future. It is the beginning, and I trust myself in all things. So all 3 piles, I'm getting this message of a fresh start. I really feel this full moon is an opportunity if we focus on things that have been blocking us, where we've been blocked, work on cutting those cords, flushing that energy out of our life. We're going to make room for something so much better to come in, but it's requiring us to release and trust and have faith and spirit that we are going to reach our destination where we're meant to be in the right time to get our blessings. So we're not going to miss it. And the symbol of this nakshatra, where the full moon is taking place in Aquarius, is a drum. So it has to deal with divine timing and things coming as they're meant to. We can't rush the birth here. We can't ask things to be here before we are ready to receive them or before those blessings are developed enough for us to have them. All right, so apart from the trust we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trust. Self-trust is a surety that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter. The knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves leads to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. So this, to me, speaks of intuition too. Listening to yourself for once, doing what it is that you want, investing your time and energy and effort to the direction and the manifestation that you want to see develop and eventually give birth to. So let's see what our astrology card is. We have Cardinal, so that's a new direction too. This always begins a new season. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And is it instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit? So maybe doing something completely different that no one else in your family has done. Being the black sheep, branching off and doing something completely unheard of for someone of your family, or maybe even within your profession. If you are a research scientist and you say, hey, I have a feeling about this, being the answer, and you go and pursue that research, people might laugh at you, but they're not going to be laughing when you get the results. With great risk comes great reward. And we have synchronicity. So we mentioned divine timing with the symbol of the drum representing this nakshatra. So we have everything is coming in due time. This transformation, the caterpillar, is still in the cocoon here, and not until after the full moon is ready, when you're ready to spread your wings on this idea or pursuit. So you're not ready to leave the nest yet. You'll feel it though. You'll know, okay, divine passion. Yeah, passion and compassion have come up in all three piles as well. So this fire, I think it's really this Jupiter conjunct Mars on the 14th is exact as I'm filming this, but feeling an explosion, an eruption of joy or motivation to go in a certain direction. Like maybe you have a new responsibility on your plate and it's like, oh shoot, I gotta straighten up, wisen up. I got to get my act together because, this is now my life purpose. This is what I need to pour my heart and soul into. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? So some of you may get that epiphany, that reflection coming to you this full moon. It could be something that you used to do in the past, right? With the Mercury retrograde being here. Maybe you used to be an artist or a musician or something, or you used to, study math for fun, and now maybe you just want to go back and revisit that. And this is what I missed out on. Or you are a computer engineer and you wanted to be a chef. Go back and try that. This is your chance to give yourself a fresh start after the rain. Yeah, cleansing, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. That goes with also previous messages in these readings. So if you're called to watch all three, I promise you it's not a waste of your time. But silver lining, silver's the color of this full moon as well. The nakshatra is ruled by that color. That's the lucky color. So relief, hope, mercy, it's over. You're being given that fresh start, that chance. Struggle is over. And the healer. So we have the snakes now shedding skin. 25. A rebirth, another egg showing up. There's a lot of bursting forward energy. Again, that masculine action. There's a lot of pressure and heat that's needed to push the lava out of the volcano, to push the butterfly out of the cocoon, and the bird out of the egg. So maybe you've been feeling under pressure a lot, and that's how diamonds are formed, they always say, but that's now they're saying the pressure's over. It's about to be relieved. And you can return to a state of now healing, because after birth, those creatures are their most vulnerable after they shed their skin. So there may be a time or period to retreat, to rest, recover. There's a lot of energy that you just expended or you're about to expend. The process of birth requires a tremendous amount of energy. So there's a recovery period that's required. Don't feel guilty or put yourself down for taking that time to heal in self-care, because it's worth it. It's what you wanted to go for. All right, so number 25, the healer is the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. And that's what Mercury retrograde is all about. Return, revisit, remember, reclaim. So we're pulling all this energy back towards us in order to focus and funnel it on what it is we're about to give birth to next. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and dis-ease. So Waters Above, a guy I follow, recommend his channel, go check him out, but it's like we are gods with amnesia. So we have forgotten our power sources within, or we've forgotten that if we give it all away, then we leave nothing for ourselves. And I think a lot of you are recognizing and recalling that to yourself in order to focus on the new you that you're trying to give birth to. So the healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, and to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. So the wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deep integration. So those are obviously referencing to Chiron here, the centaur who taught Apollo medicine. He was wounded by, I think, Hercules, a poison arrow, and he could heal everyone but himself. So this is asking us to turn that mirror around, to turn those rays of healing energy back on ourselves, like the Ouroboros, the snake consuming itself, to pour that energy back into us and our creation, because the world needs us to shine right now with all these, the sunrise, the eruption, the flame, the sun after the rain. There's something, you're coming in like a force. So the image of the serpent is eternity, tied to healing and medicine, both Western, the Caduceus, and Eastern Kundalini. Study the serpent and its power. So you could be seeing snakes or symbols of snakes, but we also have Mercury, which is conjunct the sun, which is shining on the moon for this full moon. Mercury's symbol is the Caduceus. So let's take a look here. We have the Six of Cups, Scorpio, and then, which also has to do with that Kundalini energy and the past, things coming back from the past or picking up something that you used to love. The Page of Pentacles, there's that fresh start, the new beginning, the new egg, the new seed. We also have the Emperor. This is you becoming your own emperor, sitting on the throne. You have control of this power, this fire. You've harnessed that masculine energy, and it's very focused right now. And you've contained it for yourself, so good job. You're able to hold it now. Maybe in the past you felt like your vessel or your spirit was not strong enough to hold this kind of power, but having healed from those wounds of self-doubt or wounds from childhood here, that you feel now powerful enough to wield the responsibility being given to you. And we have the King of Pentacles. So it's not only going to be spiritually fulfilling with the fire element, but physically and monetarily with the King of Coins. So strong stability. We do have that Jupiter-Mars conjunction in the Earth sign of Taurus right now. Fire in Earth. Fire in Earth, volcanoes. All right, this kind of got that tower vibe feeling to it too, but some great destruction can be brought on by volcanoes, but it's also necessary. Again, the clearing of the land, it burns down the wood and those turn into nutrients to feed the soil, which is what makes it so abundant. And then we have the Empress, speaking of abundance, and Taurus, ruled by Taurus and Venus. Okay, so you're radiant. By the end of this transformation, you're going to be glowing at 1 billion degrees. You're going to look like a supernova. All this energy has been contained, and then you're just going to burst onto the scene like a superstar, supernova. There is no holding you back. This is like, it's imminent. This sequence of events, it's already been put into play. And shuffling this deck and fire fell out. So you're definitely working with that Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. And cards keep falling here. Okay, let me get myself back together. All right. And then we have the Sun, ruled by Leo. Sun is in Leo. During this full moon, the golden energy brings fame and fortune. Like I said, you're just going to burst on the scene out of nowhere. Your confidence cannot be shut down, will not be shut down. So you're ready now. That's what this timing. Trust in the timing. Trink of 5. There's your money. Manifesting money and income. King of Pentacles, the Emperor. Need I say more? That is enough big, beautiful news for you. So just be patient. The eruption is coming. Bursting out into your beautiful self. I wish you all the best, pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out any other pile if you feel so called. But take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.